Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuwah and the truth. I still have loads left to do, but I am going to take a break and I'm going to do the rest of my work probably Friday and Sunday. Nimrod's Secret Identity, the greatest conspiracy on earth. We are on video number 24. Who or what are you toasting to? We see people say, "Let me propose a toast," to give honors to someone with a drink offering. To offer a toast comes from the ancient Babylonian custom of boasting in the name of a pagan deity, which we know now to be Nimrod. If any man boasts, what should be the reason? Yirmiyahu 9:24. Let not the wise man boast of his wisdom, or the strong man boast of his strength, or the rich man, you're welcome, love you too, boast of his riches, but let him boast about this, that he understands and knows me, that I am Yahuwah, who exercises kindness, justice, and righteousness on earth. For in these I delight, declares Yahuwah. Isaiah Yashayahu 42:5-9. This is what Elohim Yahuwah says: He who created the heavens, or Shamayim, and stretched them out, who spread out the earth and all that comes out of it, who gives breath to its people and life to those who walk on it. I, Yahuwah, have called you in righteousness. I will take hold of your hand. I will keep you and will make you to be a covenant for the people and a light for the Gentiles, to open eyes that are blind, to free captives from prison, and to release from the dungeon those who sit in darkness. I am Yahuwah, that is my name. I will not give my glory to another or my praise to idols. See, the former things have taken place, and new things I declare. Before they spring into being, I announce them to you. Many will claim his name is not important to know. Pause and wonder. The 1611 KJV was the first time in history that anyone on this planet set eyes on the name Jesus in print. The Geneva translation had it spelled IESVS in 1599. They want to stop this thing. The elders of Yasharal were so steeped in the tradition of not saying the name aloud, they conferred among themselves, saying, "But to stop this thing from spreading any further among the people, the name, we must warn these men to speak no longer to anyone in this name." Acts 4:17. The name Yahusha contains the name of Yahuwah. Acts 4:7 begins their examination. Brought before the elders, Kepha and Yehuchanan are asked, "By what power or by what name did you do this?" In the Talmud, unbelieving Yahudim hatefully reported the name of the Mashiach of Yasharal as Yeshu, often spelled today as Jeschu. Jeshu? Question: Where did we get the form Jesus from? Answer: the Jesuits. The form Yeshua is from the acronym Yeshu, a mutilation of Yahusha's name used by unbelieving Yahudim during the late 1st and 2nd century CE. The letters in Yeshu stood for the sentence, "May his name be blotted out," from the scroll of life. The Yeshu acronym is the root of the form Jesus after going through Greek, then Latin, IESU. It's a rabbinic wordplay from the original Hebrew words. Yemak Shmo Yuzikro. There's no letter W in the Hebrew alphabet. The letter W is a new letter to our own alphabeta. It's called a double U for a reason. Our letter U is a perfect match with the 6th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, now called a Wa, W-A-W, but is better rendered U, U-A-U. Acronyms are abbreviated messages, as SCUBA, each with a period in between, stands for Self-Contained Underwater Breathing Apparatus. Yesu, IESU, going into Greek and The letter yod became an iota because Greek has no y. The sound is sh, sh. The sound of sh was also lost because Greek has no letters to make the sound for sh. The letter combination of ou is a diphthong, arising from the Greek attempt to transliterate the sound oo as a woof. Our letter U and the Hebrew letter UAU does this easily. Jesus, Iesu, took on an ending S to form Iesus, since the Greek wanted to render the word masculine with ending letter S. Going to Latin, the diphthong OU became U. In the early 1530s, the letter J developed, using a tail on proper names or sentences beginning with the letter I. This J is an alteration of the letter iota. Many European languages pronounce J as the letter with a Y sound. They often spell Yugoslavia, Jugoslavia. By the year 1611, the letter J was officially part of the English language, and later the King James Bible was printed with pronunciation guides for proper names like Jesus, Jew, Jeremiah, Jerusalem, Judah, James, and John. The name Jesus has been in use ever since the 17th century. Okay. Transliteration, different from translating. All scholars know that Yahusha never heard anyone say Jesus to him 2,000 years ago. The letter J wasn't invented until around 1530 CE. So how could anyone get saved in the name of Jesus before it was invented? To try to make it mean something in Greek, the ending sus or sus definitely refers to Zeus, as it does in many other Greek names such as Tarsus, Pegasus, Dionysus, and Parnassus. So in Greek, the name Jesus can mean Hail Zeus, or Son of Zeus. It means nothing in Hebrew, the language it supposedly came from. But if you force it to mean anything, the closest it could come to any Hebrew word is the horse. Because Zeus, is
Sorry, how many are what?
The horse.
What?
J-E-S-U-S.
Oh, really?
The horse, or, that's the closest meaning you can get in Hebrew. I also heard it could mean earth pig.
Oh.
And I think that's the Latin, earth pig.
Not known for sure, but maybe.
Yeah, I looked it up before, and that's what I came up with. Earth pig.
Wow.
Yeah. It's horrible. The name Yeshua means help or save. But the true name Yahusha above means I am your deliverer. The association with Zeus with the sus ending is possibly an intended distortion made by pagan copyists of long ago. Zeus was sometimes depicted as a horseman or centaur. The old Babylonian or Egyptian signs of the zodiac or Zu, beasts in the skies, included a centaur holding a bow and arrow called Sagittarius. This is Nimrod, the mighty hunter. He was known as Orion the hunter, and later became all the solar deities of all cultures. Satan masquerades, changes, distorts, and misleads. Even Satan came across very close to its original Shaitan. The translators managed to get the name for Jerusalem garbage dump correct also, but they didn't try hard enough to get the name above all names correct. You all 227 through 232 quoted by Kepha at Acts 2.
They want you to know all the bad ones. They don't want you to know the good.
No, that's true, yeah.
That's not even cool. I don't know. What is this world today?
Yeah, I know it's come to
I don't
really
know.
bad
We don't
stuff.
talk about people. We don't, you know what I mean? You're always very nice on your things. You know, you buy books.
I know.
Sorry,
It's okay.
You do a really good job. I don't know. You came a long way.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you, babe.
I can see you got this dog out. know.
Okay. You will know. Then you will know that I am in Yasharal, that I am Yahuwah, your Elohim, and that there is no other. Never again will my people be shamed. And afterward I will pour out my spirit on all people. The sons and daughters will your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your old men will dream dreams. Your young men will see visions. Even on my servants, both men and women, I will pour out my spirit in those days. I will show wonders in the Shamayim and on the Arets, the heavens and the earth. Blood and fire and billows of smoke. The sun will be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahuwah. And everyone who calls on the name of Yahuwah will be saved. For on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem there will be deliverance. As Yahuwah has said, among the survivors whom Yahuwah calls. The cry of the Nazarene on the hills of Ephraim after their 2,730-year captivity. My notes. I think it said something about that, but I think they really cut down the amount of years they said it was. They said they were in captivity for 400 years in my notes for the Christian worldview. Oh, okay. No, that was a different thing. I apologize. So the cry of the Nazarene on the hills of Ephraim after 2,730-year captivity. Psalm 80. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit longer than my normal videos. But that's okay. Oh, hear us, shepherd of Yasharal. You who led Yusuf like a flock. You who dwell between the cherubim, shine forth. Before Ephraim and Benjamin and Manasseh, stir up your might. Come to save us. I didn't have time to get on it. Turn us again, Elohim. Cause your face to shine, and we will be saved. Yahuwah Elohim Sabaoth. How long will you be angry against the prayer of your people? You have fed them with the bread of tears and given them tears to drink in large measure. You make us a source of contention to our neighbors. Our enemies laugh among themselves. Turn us again, Elohim Sabaoth. Cause your face to shine, and we will be saved. You brought a vine out of Egypt. You drove out the nations and planted it. You cleared the ground for it. It took deep root and filled the land. The mountains were covered with its shadow. Its boughs were like Elohim cedars. It sent out its branches to the sea, its shoots to the river. Why have you broken down its walls, so that all those who pass by the way pluck its fruit? The boar out of the wood ravages it. The wild animals of the field feed on it. Turn again, we beg you, Elohim Sabaoth. Look down from Shamayim and see. Visit this vine, the stalk which your right hand planted, this branch that you made strong for yourself. It's burned with fire and it's cut down. They perish at your rebuke. Let your hand be on the man of your right hand, on the son of Adam, whom you made strong for yourself, and we shall not backslide from you. Revive us, and we will call on your name. Turn us again, Yahuwah Elohim Zaphod. Cause your face to shine, and we will be delivered. Once you have seen the truth, you cannot return to the deception. What is his name? Yahusha. Torah Institute. I'm there. I can't go back. I have this license plate. Yahusha's name is Hebrew, not Greek, English, Chinese, or German. Tradition is the only obstacle to accepting it. Cone, hat, and cake, and it shows a dog in a suit. There's an incredible amount of witchcraft practiced openly, which few people perceive as evil in Yahusha's eyes. Instead of pledging ourselves to invisible genies, wearing wizard caps, baking cakes for the Queen of Heaven, lighting candles and making wishes, we need to be restored to favor with Yahusha. Paganism is as paganism does. If we practice evil things, we will be barred from the presence of Yahusha and not be allowed to enter through the gates of New Jerusalem. Blessed are those doing his commands, so that the authority Blessed are those doing his commands, so that the authority shall be theirs unto the tree of life, and to enter through the gates into the city. But outside are the dogs, and those who enchant with drugs, and those who whore, and the murderers, and the idolaters, and all who love and do falsehood. Revelation 22:14-15. It's all about sun worship. Sunday theology. The Dalai Lama is Nimrod, as is the Pope, and every other sun deity. We've inherited only lies, and the dragon is the one being obeyed. Our enemy is not flesh and blood, and our weapons are not carnal. Our weapons are mighty in the throwing down of strongholds, false beliefs, and all manner of false ideas, including our speech. We have inherited only falsehood and futility, Yirmiyahu 16:19, to restore understanding to the inspired word. What follows is the complete introduction from a Hebrew roots translation. The Besorah of Yahusha, Nazarene version, BYNV. This is written for a generation to come, so that a people to be created praise Yah. Tehillim, Psalms 102:18. They will not be prone to worship Nimrod. The BYNV is a Hebrew roots translation from Genesis, Bereshit, to Revelation. The name is restored to the text in Hebrew letters, while the rest of the text is in English. There are Hebrew transliterations of other names and places, and about 30 common words, and transliterated for those who want to learn to pronounce Hebrew without the vowel distortions included by the Masoretes, 700s to 1100s. The Nazarene writings in this version are arranged in an order that better represents Yahusha as a Torah teacher to the next generation. The accuracy and clarity of the message or Besorah will equip us to be able to detect counterfeit ideas. In the beginning, Bereshit is announced a second time, since the Nazarene writings reflect the light and announce the coming of the light. His followers warn us of a future falling away from the faith. There is also a hint in Paul's writings of a future standing away, or apostasia, which occurs in the last days. The Nazarene of today are standing away from the false teachers and the strongholds they have imprisoned so many minds with. His first followers were trained in Torah observance from their childhood. In Yahusha, they met the living, breathing Torah, the instructor himself. Torah means instruction or teaching. Torah instructs us in how to love Yahuwah and love our neighbor. Yahusha's living obedience to the living words is our best guide to follow him and walk as he walked. The traditional mindset repels obedience, so hopefully by this new arrangement of these memoirs, new readers will first be warned against falling away from the Torah. The first followers were servants, and they want to teach you many things traditional teachers want you to disregard. Open your heart and listen to their words. They are words of love. With each generation, knowledge increases concerning what was blocked or intentionally withheld. The poisoned waters are being purified with the truth. More light is to come, surely. Next time we will be reading Replacement Theology Defiles the Everlasting Covenant, the Torah, and Why the Earth Will be Burned, the Renewed Covenant, the First Fruits, Shema, Torah of Yahuwah. Which is more correct, Jeho, Yeho, or Yahu? And a few pictures and the stone found in Shomron that has the name of Yahuwah carved into it. I think it's pretty neat. I'm going to show it right now. I'll show it on the next video as well. Okay, so now it's time to praise Yahuwah. Torah Rabba Abba Yahuwah Torah Rabba Abba Yahuwah Hallelujah hallelujah, ooh, ah. You fill my cup to overflowing. Keep my heart full of joy. Your compassion and mercy, oh Abba Yahuwah, I will never let you down. You lift me up when I think there's no coming back or turning around. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No trap from the wicked shall prosper. No snare from the devil shall prosper. Yahuwah knows who are his. Do your utmost to show yourself approved. Be not deceived by wolves in sheep's clothing, for in the last days there will be blasphemers and evildoers. I'll be singing that song on Shabbat on Sparking with Yah's channel, and I posted it on here. I have a few other songs like that one that I sang a little bit of. That one is Cup Overflowing. I will be singing that on here as well, and I might sing it on Shabbat too. I love you guys with an everlasting love, as our Abba Yahuwah and the Shamayim loves each and every one of us. Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuwah and the truth.